Back again. Okay, day 2 in Shanghai was awesome. Um, I did so much today. I had to write down everything I did because I'm not going to remember it off the top of my head. So I woke up and it was pouring, like you can see in my previous video. I thought it was going to stop, and it didn't for a while. Um, but yeah, so I woke up and I had some breakfast. Um, I just had like a croissant and some fruit. Um, so I woke up, I met Sean in the lobby, and we hopped in our van with Mr. Tian was our driver. Sorry, I'm phlegmy. And we, he gave me an option of going to the Shanghai Museum or the Urban Planning Exhibition Center. And he said that the latter would probably be more interesting for me, so I said I didn't care, so we went there. And it was like really, really cool. It was a brand new building. It was tons of windows and really light in there, and they had all these different replicas of Shanghai and the Bund, which is the pier I was telling you about. I now know what the actual name of it is. And they had all these replicas and statues and sculptures of the big skyscrapers. And then they had lots of pictures from old Shanghai, and it was cool to see, the difference on the Bund from when it was like a port and they had boats coming in, and now it's just like this tourist attraction. So yeah, that was really fun. And then it was still raining, but not as hard as it was when we first left. So we went to Yuyuan Garden, I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's this really beautiful garden. It's near old something. It's just like old buildings and tons of shops and lots of people as usual. And there's a zigzag bridge. It has 8 corners or 9 corners, and then there's a really famous tea house, and that's near the entrance of the garden. And the garden is really big. It's like the size of an airport, but we only walked around in like a small area, and it was really cool. There were like lots of little paths and different doorways. Like one that is circular means you're entering heaven, and then one that's rectangular is when you're entering back to earth. And then they had different walkways, like one side was for women and one side was for men, and it was cool. I took a bunch of pictures on my camera. So we walked around there, and then after that we got some lunch. Sean just ordered a bunch of stuff and I ate it. It was really good. I had shrimp dumplings. They weren't as good as the ones I had yesterday, but they were pretty good. We got some sort of chicken, like roast chicken, and it was in like this sweet honey type of sauce with beans and stuff. It was pretty good. We got sauteed chive flowers. They were really good. Like chives, like chives, the stuff you put on top of stuff. Then we got something, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like a rice roll or something. But it was like I think it was like a rice patty. And then they fry shrimp. And then it was like full of vegetables and stuff. It was so good. It was really good. I wish I remember the name of it. So after lunch, we went to the Silk Museum. That was really cool. They showed me the process of making silk, like from silkworms, and they had like all the different stages of the silkworm's life and like their larvae and stuff. And then they have all the old looms and then the new machine that, and they showed me how to find the end of a strand of silk, and there's like 2 different kinds of silk, and it was really cool. And I took a bunch of pictures, and then they were showing how they make comforters, and they, like, a bunch of women just take silk and pull it. And I was watching, and they were like, "You want to help?" So I helped pull some silk. And yeah, then I just walked around there. I got a present for someone, but I'm not gonna tell you who. After the Silk Museum, so while we were at lunch, backtrack, I was drinking a lot of tea because those of you who know me, I don't like coffee, but I love tea and I drink a lot of tea. So Sean said, since it was still raining, he suggested we go to a tea house. And I was like, yes, let's do that. It was awesome. It was so cool. I want to work in a tea house and just make tea all day. It was great. I loved it. I tried oolong tea. I tried 2 kinds of jasmine tea. Green tea. Green tea is like the country's tea or the, I don't know, city's tea. And 2 kinds of black tea. One was just like a regular one that had a lychee as a natural sweetener. So like the aftertaste was kind of sweet. And then a black tea with mint. And that was really good. My favorite one was one of the jasmine teas. It was hand-sewn flower balls that bloom when you put it in the hot water. So I got a bunch of those that I'm going to bring back. Then after the tea house, the sun came out finally, so we were able to go to Jin Mao Tower, which I mentioned yesterday. It's 88 floors. It's really tall, and it goes up the 88 floors in like 30 seconds or so. It was dizzying, and it made my ears pop, but it was awesome. Yeah, and it was beautiful views. I took a bunch of pictures. So yeah, then after that, took the bus back to the hotel, and I took a nap because I was exhausted. And then at about 6:30, I woke up again, and I met Sean because I was going to an acrobatic show, which was freaking awesome. It was so cool. Yeah, it was just great. They even had motorcycles in the metal cage thing, and it was crazy. They had like 5 motorcycles going, and I was like, I can't even watch this. It's so scary. But they had like the cutest little children that was like so flexible and flipping everywhere, and it was really, really fun. So yeah, and now I'm back. And tomorrow I fly out of Shanghai to Xi'an at 1 p.m. So I'm probably going to wake up early, get some breakfast, call my parents, and then walk around the neighborhood near my hotel because it's really pretty and I want to take more pictures. And yeah, so that's that. That was my, I guess technically third day in China. It was awesome. I'm ready for more. I'm excited for Xi'an. I'm really excited to see the terracotta warriors and stuff. So yeah, I'll update soon. Bye!